Rise and Kill. Let's grab Sad. Poppy. Dutch Eagle. Kill him. Kill him.
Alright. One more.
Doulas?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, okay. Yes, Bravo. Go Bravo.
Bravo, right.
That's my 7. Alright, bye-bye.
Alright, Charlie, pick 7.
Can I do?
There's the pass, start getting on.
Who wants to run Charlie?
Galil.
Galil, go. Pick your 7.
Desk. Sahi.
Take one of the green stars with you.
Yeah. Side something?
Sid.
See.
Oh god.
I can't pronounce names, sorry guys. I will take Tax, the other friend.
To all. Stone has gone
Oh, the
MIA.
friend code.
Possible Kia.
Jacob.
Be in touch.
7-3. Careful.
See.
Demesias. I think that is all right. 7.
Yep, that's all. Okay. Bio or K-Man, do you want a squad lead and take a group?
Who was the other one you were talking about?
I could, but I'm 13 ways of rusty.
Just take it.
Alright.
Is there supposed to be an 8th coming down, or?
We 7, no?
7 for,
Hold on real quick, Charlie picked only 6.
Okay.
Can you,
Cayman,
yeah,
if
you need a 7th.
Cayman?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Got it. Okay.
So the rest can be a 7-man Delta team?
Okay.
Alright. I guess.
There's the pass start coming on, thank you.
Alright, everybody, let's go.
Alright, mate.
Homebrew, I gave you the pass, feel free to jump on, I'll get Delta sorted, and we should be good. Broadshore.
Sounds good.
There you go.
Here's your 2, I see.
There is the pass. Have fun. Okie dokie. So, a lot of things to process here, and I will admit I'm a little tipsy right now, so give me a hot second. First off, let me turn Mass Effect music down just a touch. Second, someone named the Argonomist is saying that Stone is MIA, possibly KIA. More to be seen later, but nonetheless, thanks for the hundo. I hope you keep enjoying the ops, whoever you are. I hope Stone is okay, and I hope you, again, whoever you are, get a kick out of this operation. My brother made me something called a bramble. It has blackberry rum, or I don't even remember. I'm a little. That thing got me sloshed. There was a lot more booze in there than I thought. But I do hope Stone's okay. We've been wondering about that, but I'm sure it'll all play out. Corona has just been everywhere. The world is full of strife. And we'll have to see how things go. Let me put on TFAR here, and we can get underway. There is the beep beep. It should have moved me into TFAR, but it didn't, so I'm just going to double-click that channel. Alrighty. And how is everyone doing? Let me give a check on 5-0. This is High on 5-0.
Hello there, High Command. Ground checking in 5-0.
So, good copy. Few things from the last week's operation, a few things that I forgot to do. Number 1, we have new textures, thanks to JFax. I hounded him a little bit. He got me some really nice green olive ones to, add to the vehicle, so PID is a little less common. He didn't get me any for the Mohawks, but he was moaning about those, saying they're really hard to do, so I didn't fault him for it. So that's going to help PID a little bit.
Galil is on 5-0. Check.
Second. The VICs have all been re-scripted to have the proper radio encryptions to be able to speak with one another, so that is all set up. And 3, I gave the engineers a slightly bigger backpack, and they also have explosive charges in it. So I changed out that Sage backpack for an olive kit bag, and now they've got a few boom booms. I was looking at Cicade. It's actually Darus in here who has those explosives.
Bravo, squad lead.
Those charges are going to be needed for this operation. Barb, yes, we do have Friday night fights in 4 hours and 20 minutes. I will be on with my co-host Barbarian, and we will watch people murder each other as it should be.
Good copy. I was just getting your name taken down. I needed to verify. Who is Delta squad lead again?
So, they're going to be getting sorted, but we have... What the heck happened to my static turret up here? No! My static! Okay, that's A-okay. It's not scripted to have anything. I'm going to quickly just take a copy here. We'll replace that. That's weird. In all the tests I did, the static didn't break, but there's a first time for everything, right? Let's go ahead, get this raised and elevated back up. Son of a biscuit! No! No! Okay, well, he's just a copy of him. And okay. I see why it's being difficult. Again, this was tested. I think because it's clipping in the ground slightly when you place it up there, so I guess that makes sense. But we're going to go ahead and get some garrisons in here.
Good check, 5-0, J-Tech.
And we'll regroup them to this little group. Let me now quickly look at my AO here. Are there any other little surprises? I don't see any black marks. Good! I don't see anyone breaking garrisons either. Good! That's how I want it to be. Okay. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So how are you all doing today? We've got nice public op. There are, if I were to get out of the Zeus interface, 6 tasks for today's operation. I will go over them in order, but let you read the first one here, and, you know, I get to chill with you guys for a moment. I gotta finish this drink.
Copy, Bravo.
Woo.
Delta SL on 50.
Bornholm
Good,
floating
check,
tree,
Delta.
Bohemian floating trees.
Biotech.
Hey.
Bio, thank you.
It's been a crazy week. We've been on a podcast, we've been making ops, we've been releasing Project 13. Project 12 is ready to go. I'm going to release it tomorrow in the afternoon. I'm going to be releasing the first Bornholm op from last week later today. That's going to release in about less than 2 hours, hour 45 minutes, give or take. Because again, we are now on a schedule to release 3 videos every day. And I'm trying to get back on track with the Sunday uploads to talk about golden rules or other Zeusane or mission-making concepts. Stone is still MIA, but we just got a cryptic message. The stream started to let us know that something might happen later, so I'll keep my keep the tier 5s alerted. But otherwise, operation today. It's very, very simple. First thing they will have to do is take this airfield. I made this into a fire base that they will take, and then that'll let them stage. As soon as they take it, this is completed, I'm going to call high command and say I'm going to set up a radio, teleporter, so that way reinserts don't have to wait back here. They can come all the way up to this position. There's also a copy of R&R Vix in that hangar. I doubt they'll hit it with vehicles or they'll explode, but if they do, I'm not giving them back because screw them. There's only 2 dudes in there, and there's no AT in that area. So there's AT up here, and there's a little bit of AT down here, but I digress. So basically, this will let them help stage to get these remaining objectives done. The next thing, in this massive search area, there is a small building with an IED lab / factory / whatever you want to call it. All they have to do is blow it up. I'm going to also start explaining some of the logic I'm using for some of these triggers. So first objective, it's really simple. It's a simple trigger that has this entire area covered, and it's constantly checking for independent units, so green units. And once they are all not present, it will automatically complete the trigger. The second one is coded to be tied to a specific item in here. Specifically this box. If this box is destroyed, it considers this to be a victory. If this thing blows up, it'll blow up that box. If the building blows up, it usually blows up that box. But, you know, we've got a nice defensive area here. I got a few different camps with 50 cal turrets to kind of wait off the helicopters, because we did see last week 2 of these 50 cals were able to shoot mocks down, so it is very effective. Also, I have a few more RPGs in the works today. They're still on the rare side, but there's about 8 or 10 of them in this entire AO right now, give or take. So I do say in this thing that rumor has it that it is some sort of white and red building. This is supposed to be, if you keep reading that while I speak, a helicopter search objective to give the pilot something a little more interesting to do. And then once they find it, they'll, you know, tell the squad where it is. But that building is actually specifically right there. They just don't know it yet. But I do have guys at that radio station over there. It's actually the Chernarus telephone tower from Green Mountain.
Bravo to ground.
And there's another radio tower down here that isn't marked that I also have a camp by. Next thing, defuse IEDs. There is an IED on every MSR.
Okay.
Just a single one. They have to destroy those.
Group leaders go ahead.
They have triggermen.
And meet by the
There's
chopper with the red and white stripe pole.
They're probably gonna ask me for a brief in a second,
Just
but
group leaders. I don't need everybody and their third cousin.
there's 4 triggermen, and they're already marking the MSRs on the IEDs. But I will have them manually detonate the IEDs if they try to defuse the IED and the triggermen are still alive. Both of those are coded. Basically, the IED and the triggermen have variable names, which you're not supposed to do, but I violate that rule all the time because I'm lazy. Or I could just build an array for it, but nah, too much work. So those will autocomplete when all 4 IEDs are destroyed and all 4 triggermen destroyed, and they're set as separate objectives. Secure boats. Basically, there's 3 boats attached to cars, 2 in the water. It says 5 total. I let them worded it so they can sink the ones in the water, but the ones on the ground they can collect. That one I didn't want to write an elaborate trigger for, so I literally just have a dude up here that I'll end key when they bring him to the airfield because I'm lazy. And then secure the old cop. That's another simple, you know, area of if independent are not present, then it'll disappear. So yeah, that's how it's all written. But what was really clever about the Triggermen one is, so here's an IED. This is probably the weakest hiding place. I gave him a PID of what the Triggermen look like too. Blue shirt, even though it's not a shirt, it's a vest. But it's civilian reports, so I don't know that. A Shemeg and a big backpack. So this guy's watching that IED. Again, this is like the worst hiding spot of it, but if you see stuff come up there, I'm going to spawn an explosive charge under it and detonate it, because the explosive charges will cause these to cook off. When I say that, I mean explode as well. The second one is the IED's over here, and then you can see his symbol right there. He is right up there watching. These guys all have binoculars, by the way, so they can watch from that angle. The third one is right here. This one's a little more obvious. It's a little tough to see, but he will be able to see this from his vantage point when he takes his binos out. He just has to peer through you can see the little openings in the trees right there. But this is probably my most crafty IED because it's a dug-in one. All the other ones are urban. And then the fourth one is right over here. Again, in the open, but look at that Triggerman. He is right there on the scaffolding. So I got very creative with these. And again, I added to the engineer kits 2 depth blocks, which they can't find anywhere else. So it's up to the engineers, otherwise a marshal or a vehicle to blow it up. When I say it, I mean placed on the IEDs, because these aren't pressure plated. Even though I say in the tasks that they might be, it's just to make them have caution on these things. So I could have pressure plated them to script them.
We might want to back it up a bit further.
But then if the engineers came up to it, they would explode, and I don't want that.
Everything's top of hills.
Okay.
20 meters of elevation. Like the airfield is at 47, that black box area is 92, so it's like, 40 meters, 50 meters.
You guys want me to run through the missions really quick?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay, open your maps. Real simple. First one, secure airbase. Kill all the people there. It'll be completed. There are some R&R Vics somewhere in there that you can use for vehicles. And then once that's also cleared, I'm going to radio in put some markers on the map, but it's going to turn into a teleporter. So reinserts can just teleport up there and be fielded to the rest of the AO. That's so we don't have a giant ass drive or fly, because I intend for air assets to be used a little differently today. But it's just simple: kill everything, secure it, and then you can use it as basically a forward point, you know, a fob. Second one, you have to find an IED lab. That's the massive northern search area. As stated in the task, I intend for helicopters to try to find it first. I gave you a general PID of the quote-unquote rumor of the building, but you still have to send an infantry team to go and confirm it. So a lot of different buildings for them to check, but once they find it, infantry can go in, secure it, destroy the building that the lab is in, and that should complete the objective. Third task, the third and fourth one kind of work hand in hand. First off, defusing the IEDs. Engineers have 2 det blocks in their inventories. Those are the only places where det blocks are. I didn't put any spares in the vehicles or whatnot, because I also know you can have air blow them up or vehicles blow them up. So there's a lot of different methods for you to utilize, but there's 4 IEDs, 1 on each MSR. Extra hints. If you notice that green area that's kind of in an oval around the town, it's in the green shaded area. So that, plus knowing they're on MSRs, I mean, some of them it makes it very obvious where they are. Some of that you got a little bit more room to look. So keep that in mind. Once all 4 of those IEDs are deaded, that task will be completed. Fourth one, the triggerman. Each IED has a triggerman watching it. If you get too close to the IED without killing the triggerman, he might detonate the IED to kill you. So make sure you kill the triggerman. I gave you a general PID of the triggerman, at least from eyewitness reports. So if you find them, cool. But I have verified that each one has good eyes on each IED, so some of them are a little trickier than others, so keep searching. Otherwise, kill all 4 triggermen, and that objective completes. Fifth one, secure boats. Real simple. This is the one where I mentioned that I don't have Euro flatbeds, so this might look a little funny to see them on trucks, but there might be some boats you have to secure and bring them to the airfield. The ones you can't secure, which will be obvious, you'll have to blow up because they'll probably be commandeered by enemy forces. So it's okay to do that. Once you bring all of the boats that are still active to any airbase, and I hint at, you know, hopefully you've done the first airbase objective before that one. Otherwise, you're probably doing the AO run. But that'll have another trigger, and that'll complete that objective. So find the boats. They'll be tied to some sort of land vehicle, so they can be driven on land. Bring them to the airbase. That'll be completed. Sixth objective, secure Old Cop. That is literally that one position. I do say that there is military gear in there, so be careful, because that gear is what you're using too. So keep that in mind. I would hate to see a bad PID incident, but, you know, I've hinted already. Otherwise, AO is live. Everything's made. Good luck, have fun. If you have any questions, I'll be on 5-0.
Okay. All right. So the way we're going to do this is...
All right. So, that is everyone there. I heard a gunshot. Hope everyone's okay.
The LZ that is going to be located inside of the box on map. I will mark that in just a moment.
Real quick to interrupt, Delta, you still have 7 people, right?
Correct.
All right, I'm going to get you an 8th. Stand by. You're going to get Seymour.
Just got one, Winter's Wolf.
Okay. In that case, Homebrew, Seymour's up in standby. Find him something to do.
Bravo might be different, man.
Okay.
We have a man in Charlie.
Yep. Homebrew, it's up to you. I know you have the password. Just giving you something extra to do. Have fun.
Yep.
All right. So how they get to the AO, they can take trucks, they can take the helicopters. It is entirely up to them.
Go and grab Seymour. Put him in the Marid with you. Okay, so basically what we're going to do, we're going to land at LZ Tango or roughly near there, if that's not a great spot for it.
Now we chill. I don't know. Today it was finalizing this mission file, getting it all sorted, and
I would prefer not to take the
editing videos, to be perfectly honest. But I'm really excited for the Monday Night Madness because I've got a bunch of additional mission files down. And they also vary through a few different mod sets. So we might do a NOM op, we might have an IFA op, that's Korean War theme, but there's also plenty of main mod set ones that are ready to go. What air assets do they have? So we have transports, we have attack helicopter, and then we also have the the jet, but no one's doing fixed wing today. So it's limited because, it's also vanilla, but,
push down
we work with what we got.
Infantry. At this time, we'll play the airfield.
Hey,
first.
Naked Bear, if you get there, I'd love to play on the ground, man. Zeusing's fun, but I always make ops I would prefer to play than Zeus. That's my motto, so. Moto, however the heck you say that. So, if you make some good stuff, hit me up.
To do is, I want you guys to start scoping out the northern area.
I've also been thinking about doing some SCP-themed ops. Because there's a few new scripts that have come out in the past few months that would make things like non-Euclidean geometry work very, very well. So I've been getting a few ideas, especially with the feedback from the Ghost Town op, that people apparently want to see more. So I'll try to make more, but SCP stuff is very, very difficult to do, so... Paint me one more time.
What radio frequency are you on? Chef.
Which squad?
Paint me one more time. See what happens.
I'm with Charlie.
When you speak
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Charlie is 80.
Yep, Charlie's 80.
Yeah, and you're standing with Bravo, so.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we don't have pointing.
Taken care of. Which one? I heard somebody whispering, but
That was Liru. The lightning bolt just came down.
yeah,
No,
somebody was fucking around.
Indeed.
Anyway, so go ahead, get your squad figured out. Alpha, let's go. Alpha Bravo, go ahead, load up in the chopper that's closest to me. Charlie Delta, load up in the one that's furthest away.
Bro, I didn't get what they want from Charlie.
So they're gonna get loaded in choppers. That's nice.
Helicopter away from me.
I would think that the ground team might want to bring in a few transport trucks, though, or they might air tow some, just to make transport a little bit easier in this AO. Because even though we have the objectives relatively close, they're still like a click to 2 clicks away from each other. So they do need to be a little bit careful. Also, after they secure this objective, I'll be spawning in some additional patrols in this one, because I'm trying to, make sure there's only a finite amount of units down before things go.
Guys loaded up in their chopper.
Copy that.
Please make certain to have your squad.
When are you continuing the 506 zombie op? So that will be bi-weekly on Wednesdays. So I will put the first one on YouTube tomorrow afternoon.
The pylons, thank you very much.
But we'll see how things go.
For the fix, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have them step off.
I know, right? Lightning bolt and the paint stop. It's a really, really nice method.
This is Marid, send it.
Hey, Marid, are the chopper...
Okay.
Actually, better question. High Command, this is ground. Are the vehicles in a good enough place? I mean, are they able to be lifted by the choppers? Or are we gonna have...
Should be.
Okay. Vehicle crews, go ahead and load
Oh
up
god,
in
not
the
this
choppers
glitch
as
again.
well. We're gonna sling load those up.
There we go.
What are we gonna do about Command Vic?
Does this use the
He's doing that.
attached script or is it actual sling load?
It's the, it's not the new sling loading, it's the old sling loading. So just fly low and slow. If it becomes an issue and it gets dropped, I'll just bring it up to the LZ.
Any one of the open tops themselves, we have to choose 2 Titans and 2 engines.
For the best results, I'd recommend the pilot drives the Vic they want to tow next to it and does the sling rigging and stuff. That way it's all set to his client, but you never know.
Makes sense. Thank you, Hi.
No, random, you're fine. You're fine. Sorry I haven't texted you back. I just got caught up in doing all my ops. I think like 7 people messaged me on this.
Chopper we're supposed to load up in is
1, 2, 3,
Okay,
4, 5, 6, 9 people. God damn it.
We're just going to squeeze as many bodies in as we can, and if we have to take 2 trips, we'll take 2 trips.
Yeah, so we might have 2 full choppers.
Got it. Most important thing is that my platoon sergeant gets in there. If I don't fit, not a huge deal.
So we're gonna have a little bit of little logistics hanging up here, but that's fine. No C-tab, good. Marker squads. I remember in that Bad Frags podcast yesterday, the final thought was on C-Tab, and C-Tab's a really good tool to have or any Blue Force tracking, but if you give it too much, the player base gets way too reliant on it. I remember because the 506, they did a rotation where they took away C-Tab, which was their Blue Force tracking, and it completely screwed them for the first few ops. Ground, this is high, how copy?
This is ground, send traffic.
Here, so we can get everything underway. What I'm going to recommend is you load in the vehicles that are going to be towed, and I'm going to attach them. So there's no way of them getting unattached through the tow ropes, but that's so we can get everyone in one trip. You know what I mean?
A-firm, give me a second. Squad leaders, this is ground. If your people are just currently running around, make sure that they are actually getting into the chopper. If they do not fit into the chopper, get them into one of the two vehicles, either the Marshal or the Merid. Once they are in there, we will attack
Using maps and compasses work, but it keeps you sharp.
Menu.
I'll give you that.
Make it happen now.
So I'll make an adjustment for that because that just means it's gonna take another 5 to 10 minutes for another group to get in. So this is just to make things easier because you can load up a Vic and get things towed, but TSB has really bad luck with that. The ropes snap a lot more common. And I can't use the new sling loading thing we use because it requires ACE.
Okay, so
and I don't run that on this because this is already difficult for the players.
Just a moment to
adding ACE to it is it makes it worse.
Good copy. Alpha Charlie are situated. Can we step off?
Yep. Go walk over to that vehicle.
Hey Seymour, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. There's 2 more guys to get in. I was trying to talk to Ground. He's on other concerns. Is there room for 2 more?
Yeah, there should be.
All right, I'll work on getting those guys in, and then we'll join squad once we get there.
Okay.
Hi, this is Ground. Pretty much everyone's loaded up at this time, ready for attaches.
Yeah, get the helicopters over them so it looks somewhat realistic. Break. Seymour is going to get 2 more people in. We will need a pilot to come back and pick them up, but they can do it with the the smaller attack frames. So.
Copy.
Be advised, Merid is attached.
Copy.
Come on, Mox. And Marshall's attached.
Thank you, Hi.
Again, makes it easier. I'm a firm believer in having logistics. Dedicated logistics is a role that some people like to play. Hold on. Send message.
Can you just boot my health? I'm draining fuel rather quickly here.
Roger, standby. Should be good.
Thank you.
Like, again, firm believer of logistics, but, it's more fun to get everyone in the first wave if you can, and you have the means to do it without really
Hi, Command. In a nutshell,
adjusting the file.
Marshal look like tow ropes for the heli, so I guess it's more lovable.
Good enough.
Indeed.
It's all about your own Zeus style. How difficult do you want to be with your players? What do your players consider fun in the community you're currently working for? I work in 5 different places right now. So each one of those communities likes to do something a different way. And then in TSB, where I do the most work for, I have my public ops, I have the... Why did I do a blank? I've got my Sunday ops, which are a little more tactical and I'm a little more strict on. I've got my Monday ops, which are getting a little more crazy. I have the Wednesday ops, where I kind of just sit back and laugh at them right now. It's all about what you want to do for what time slot during what, And as a Zeus, you just have to make those decisions. I've just about finished my drink, too. Damn. And again, normally I don't believe in... I wouldn't have let them drive this. That's why I gave them the Mohawks to do this towing. But if I thought about moving the airbase up here, but I'm like, nah, screw it. We can get like a fly-in. That'll give the squad leaders a little more time to sort their dudes. And then we can go from there. Yeah, go get the other beer, Jay. Alright, so Seymour, they're underway. Mohawks are going to have to come back so they get their, you know, other choppers, but 3 of you should be able to fit in one of them, so you should be good.
Yes. Yes,
Cool.
for sure. I think
Yes, sir.
Alright.
And this is a public op, and I take no chances.
Come back, we'll get airlifted in.
It's going to be like 5 minutes max, unless the 2 choppers ram each other, which will be hilarious. The handy-dandy attach command. Violence is high. Just say when you want what attached, and just say if it's the murder marshal for easy PID.
Detach Marid. Marshal drop.
Copy. JTAC, this is ground. Go ahead and have one of the choppers head back after they have decrewed everything and pick up the command Vic.
All right. Am I doing any more bad frag podcasts? That is up to Remy. He wants to hit various topics, so...
Charlie, I want you on to the
I don't know. He's got a Zeus one or mission design. I'd love to be there, but, you know, he also wants to do things with mods and whatnot, and that's out of my category, because I'm not a mod dev. I get all that stuff outsourced.
I want you behind all of them.
But anyway, first AO, this simple airfield. First off, a few little tricks I made. First off, there are R&Rs in here, but I did hide a dude under here, and I do plan on remote controlling him. Second little trick I have is I do have AT right here if I want to be a jerk. And I do have an SPG-9 hidden behind those bushes, so it gives him the perfect level of elevation, and the bushes do conceal his Vic. And then back here, I do have a 50 cal. I've got 2 turrets, though one of them... What did you do? Get?
Ground, Alpha Actual.
What are you doing?
Send for ground.
No.
Moving east toward target.
Stay up there.
Copy.
I don't know why he's running away. But either way, I guess I forgot to sync him properly for his garrison tool and the mission, but that's okay. I make little mistakes like that all the time.
Try and stay online with each other.
Otherwise, things are going to get sorted. 2 Vics are coming in, and we should be A-okay. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. But the mission will begin. We have 4 squads, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. There are 2 helicopters that are going to be in the air. We've got a Marshal, we got a Marid, and it is mainly an infantry platoon, and we'll see what the damage is. I am going to set up the teleport pole over here. That's some personal rule for myself. I don't TP late joiners because... How do I put it? My reason for it is it's a bit of a respect thing. Like, you know, I spend hours making and then even more hours testing this stuff, so give me a little bit of respect and come in on time, you know? Because I'm not going to bend over backwards for you if you show up late to something I spent hours making, you know?
Delta, JTAC, ground.
I'm not going to mark that just yet. We'll set up the other one
Delta,
when they get there.
Ground. Biotech, ground.
Get Serenzic for a podcast about Star Sim.
JTAC will be coordinating your reinsert.
Donnie, can I be honest with you?
Thank you.
No. I just...
Don't stick with.
Anyone that's been with me for a while knows some of the joyous experiences I had across Star Sim and some of the rants I had. I mean, I even... If anyone was watching that Bad Frags podcast, I literally got out of the chair I was sitting in and borked my head against the wall twice because of Star Sim stories.
Let them attack them.
I mean, if anyone's stream sniping, since all the objectives have already been built, I mean, unless they know the symbolism, which only makes sense to me, it's not going to help them too much.
Alpha, ground, hard push east.
Yes, Barb, we already finished the stream. You can go back to editing now.
Ground, Alpha, confirm clearing building, then pushing east.
I don't know, like...
Bravo.
I've been
update
thinking
location
about
on
infiltrating the 101st and doing a few ops. Like... I just don't want to have to... How would I put it?
About 30 meters.
I don't want to go through a
our
month of
current mark on
training
the
to get into a
yeah,
playable
just
slot. I want to
the-
see if, just as a CR, I can go in and play on their
position
fun
has
op
been
server
updated.
and infiltrate the Zeusin. But, again, things for me to consider. That's on a very low priority to-do list. If I get everything else I need to get done, then maybe I'll do it. But
Copy.
that list is very long.
Marid's location has been updated on map.
Yes, I want you to put the barrel of your sniper rifle against your monitor and pull the trigger. From that from there, you have successfully stream sniped.
Hi, this is Wildcat. Can you attach the command Vic?
Can't you sling load that one?
I suppose.
So the attachments was a one-time thing so everyone could get into the AO at once. I wasn't meaning to do it anymore. Give them an inch, they take a mile. Let's see, Calum needs a TP.
Iopus, if you can't read me, please drop off Delta at the Delta
He's with
reinsert
Bravo.
at Marshall Overland. Thank you.
Where's Calum? There he is.
Go for Alpha.
Go Charlie.
Go ahead and make sure you pull out your watches. I want you to go ahead and update your squad's position every 5 minutes.
Alpha actual confirmed. Eyes on airfield.
We'll go from there.
Delta copy Alpha. Charlie copy.
Oh! The SPG-9 just sniped the Marid! Oh! That's
What was that? What's cooking?
That's unfortunate.
Alpha not engaged.
Wow.
Delta not engaged.
I mean, yeah, that was,
Marshall not engaged.
yeah.
Charlie not engaged.
Ouch.
Marid, what's going on?
The Marid is down. And Big Boss looks to his left, he'll see it cooking. Oh.
You want to go check on them, Homebrew? Yeah, that'd be great. I think they're down. Yeah, something just hit them.
That's an ouch. Alright, I am going to send in a squad of 6 to go in and reinforce, but otherwise it's the first AO, so I'm gonna keep it easy.
Go, send it.
In engagement position. Recommend go.
But wow, that was one heck of a
Copy.
boop.
Engage.
And yeah, I mean, he's next to a burning wreck, so I'm gonna boop
Ground
him
forces, be
too.
advised, Toe is what took out the Marid.
I mean, yeah, he's next to the burning wreck, so 2 boops.
If it wasn't reported, the Marshal is down. Or not the Marshal, the Marid, sorry.
So we're gonna start doing some RCs here.
Ground forces, weapon 3. Take him out.
Start RCing stuff. Give it a little bit more of a bite here. We're hearing the marshal starting to fire at units around.
Ground forces, be advised, TOW is near the hangar or ATC.
And I trade with him. So, I'm very aggressive on Vanilla because, watch this, Dutch Eagle, his squad leader is down.
Charlie's police.
Goes into a quick little animation. This isn't using advanced medical, this is using a scripted medical, and then boom, he's back to full health. Because, again, Fridays we keep it very, very simple. This dude is possessed, he is walking around saying top of the morning to you, and actually he's kind of floating.
Copy. I'm stabilizing my 2IC.
Well, that's an awkward way to die, but it happens.
Hey, firm, let us know we need support.
And I'm gonna, by the way, those are that's the garrison that was here, they're all dead.
We're continuing to, ground command team's continuing to hold.
Charlie, send their medic to help you.
Oh, I just hit it, dude.
We're fine on medic, Charlie. If you want to go ahead and continue pushing the airfield, that would be fantastic.
Copy that.
His GL literally just went past my face. That was an interesting experience and a half right there. So yeah, get a little bit of RD up again, or not RD, but IDF, because indirect fire means any type of ordnance that's fired through, so medic's gonna get NIM up. I'm getting that person
I
up.
believe Bravo.
I'm gonna get this guy,
Copy.
get on the 50, start being a jerk.
Once you guys find that SPG or whatever the fuck, check out the Marid. Marshal will push up and support more.
And I am immediately shot at. Ah, yeah, so you heard him shooting. Looks like he took Iota out. And that guy was just hit. Some more shots are being delivered. Looks like they're taking that Vic out. Wasn't needed, but I guess they just wanted to prevent it from being used against them.
This is Marid to ground. Bravo is currently pushing the ATC.
Copy, thank you.
This is Marid to ground.
Ground, this is high. Real lane for Marid. Marid's ready to be towed from back at base. They are requesting a pilot over.
Copy. I will have, I'll have JTAC handle that.
Yeah. Stop pushing to the south, boys.
Ground, this is high. Airbase has been secured. Let me know when you get in a position. I'll set up a TP pole and get it marked on map. Over.
Good copy on that high. All squads, go ahead and pull to the hangar at this time. We will coordinate our next steps.
Charlie to ground command.
Send Charlie.
We're engaging a squad northeast in the field.
Copy. Copy. Finish that engagement and then pull over to the hangar.
Copy.
I think I dropped 2 of them. And that. Zach was up, and I've got AT guy there as well. So.
Hey. Hi, this is ground reporting in. We've got a bunch of body bags outside of the hangar.
Roger, that was probably the garrison that was guarding it as stated in the task. Over.
Copy, just wanting to make sure.
Yeah, we had a small garrison defending the civilian airstrip, so I was just adding that as a little Easter egg, you know, reinforce my own little lore I make in the operations. Just because, you know, I always believe devil's in the details.
At hangar at this time.
And I'm waiting for him to tell me where he wants that other pole to go.
There is an SPG off, I guess it's a Jeep, near one of the buildings north of the airfield. We're going to engage it and destroy it before we leave unless the squad's taking access.
Take care of it.
Oh, no, 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 no!
Yep.
Alright. Squad leaders.
Got friendlies right next door.
Back at the hangar.
Okay, they moved off, but...
have your squads pull security around the hangar at this time.
I have to back it up, I think.
Delta's here, air pulling security south.
Open that door. Oh, then it's stuck. Is it? Alright, just leave it then. You're missing 3 people. We're up north.
trying to get offered off the barn. Yeah, you can. I don't. Yeah. Just.
So I guess the lore reason I'm gonna say is this guy's jamming the door.
At some point.
But when I test these, I test to see if you know, the Vic can go through the doors. So these should. I know this building though. These doors do open all the way, but I think because these are ported buildings, because Bornholm uses cop assets, but it has all of them built into the map. It just doesn't work. I could, Jay, but then they're gonna ask me for other favors, and gonna try to limit that. Oh, I ended up in debug somehow. Awesome.
This is Murray to ground. Bravo's at the hangar.
Meanwhile, they've been still flying overhead here. They've marked this as the possible building. I mean, I say it's red and white. I mean, it's hard to scout from up there, so I'll give them that. But I hope this is going to go ahead and get that landed.
What are the red markers there?
I think these guys are getting themselves sorted here nonetheless.
Okay.
Yeah. They're.
Well, Jay, the other reason is I don't want them to use technicals because we've already seen that the
Copy. Mark it on map.
Who's the squad that walked north of the airfield to grab the off-road?
Vic got a little mad.
Yeah, go with them. Alpha, I'm attaching platoon medic to you.
Bravo was the one that went north.
Big copy.
Go ahead and load up your squad in the chopper.
Good enough. I don't think everyone's gonna fit in that chopper. It only fits 7, but I think the 8th might be in the
Bravo,
co-pilot
Charlie,
seat.
Delta, squad leads, I need you on me now.
I think it only fits 7 though.
Preference, please don't take enemy vehicles like an SPG. Jeep. It's already tempting to shoot.
Got the new skin for me.
Yeah. No, the other one. That one spawned into.
Well, that's a new one. I mean, this was an issue last week, but I'm gonna kill them off and see what they respawn with. But, I mean, we had plenty of reinserts last week, and that wasn't an issue, so I don't know what's wrong.
Copy. Engaging.
Yep.
That's...
We didn't die.
Wow.
So.
Alright, leave and rejoin the server.
Also,
I've never seen that issue. I've never seen that one before. Like, that's that's a brand new one. Like, I don't know. I don't even know, but I can't even ponder that right now. I mean, last week that was an issue. We're using the exact same settings as last week.
JTAC ground, we're probably going to need a couple more trucks brought over.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Arma 3 keeps it fresh with new bugs. Damn right. Like, the only thing I can think of is in 3DN, the way we get them to save their kits.
Chopper to bring over at least another vehicle to be able to carry troops in.
I might actually know what it is.
Yeah, they're having issues getting that happening. We might have to use these ones in this bunker, this right here.
Okay.
But then they shouldn't be able to spawn with that custom kit, so I don't know why it's...
Uncovered truck, and we'll be able to load some people up in the Marshall and Command Bay. Bravo Charlie Delta, I want you to go ahead and get your folks loaded up. We are going to be pushing to hostile COP momentarily. Dismount point is going to be, I will mark on map, and we will proceed on foot screening for the Marshal from there. Delta copies.
I think I know why, though.
Marshall's
That little-
driving to.
Wrong net.
Marshall's driving to LC Alpha.
So with 3 to enhance, there's a
Marshall,
checkbox you
hold
can
on,
check
where are
for
you
guys to
driving
save kits.
North to LZ Alpha, or Alpha, I guess it was mistyped.
And it saves the kit you
Copy. Is
made
there
for
a
the
pickup
player
there going
on
on,
their
or-
unit.
I
However,
don't know.
Okay,
this shouldn't be an issue because they all clearly have their custom kits, so it's bypassing
Marshall, we need you with us.
respawn. Yet
With
when they
Bravo Charlie
spawn
Delta.
in, it doesn't give it to them. So
Copy, we'll stay with you guys.
that's weird.
Copy. We will be following Black Line out of airfield to the south and moving to dismount
If I
point
can
at the end
figure
of
out
Black
why
Line.
it does that, though, that's actually been something I've been looking for on how to do for some mini games.
Copy that.
So
You guys want to load up into
even
us,
though
or-
this is a glitch right now, this is a feature I need for some stuff I'm working on. So that's cool, but at the same time, I'm like, what the fuck? You know?
Squads, if you want to load up in
How
Marshall,
is it
if there's
bypassing?
No, spare seats southbound.
I don't know. Arma's weird. Every time I play Arma, there's either a new bug I find, a new feature I find, something new I learn how to do. It's Arma. I don't know. Like, I'm a little disappointed in myself now that, you know, that bug's happening in one of my ops because I like to have my things as perfectly as I can, but at the same time, I'm like, what happened? But I'll get the mission file and figure it out.
Alpha to JTAC. Do we have a JTAC?
We do. He's trying to coordinate some stuff. He's working.
Aaron,
JTAC here, what's up, Alpha?
Can you have the chopper dust away from Alpha position?
Read.
Oh, great, and the little map glitch now where I can't move around in map. You just gotta leave and rejoin. Alright, so TP, poll, make sure kit is right. It isn't soft log. Vix still need towing.
But if you need to call for them.
Ground, this is high. Teleporter pole is down. It's marked on the map. Break. For whatever reason, the respawn, I don't know how, but the kits you have don't save when you die. That's a new bug I've never seen before, but I'll look into it later. So if people die, I'm just going to say they soft log, and it should fix it. Otherwise, play on, and good luck.
Good copy, hi. Thank you for the info.
Repeat last for JTAC.
Oh. Bye.
There was no call for JTAC at this time.
Thank you.
Mr. Moosehead, thanks for raiding with that party of 4. What game were you just playing? Tell me all about it. Otherwise, Merid is being brought into the AO. So that is nice, and we have infantry deploying around. They think that the building's over there, but it is not. But that position marked number 4 on the map would be a good call. And there is smoke coming out of a fire pit right here. That just meant to be one of the AA positions. So players are just going around getting themselves sorted here. We still have this position.
Okay, squad leaders, load up in the Merid. Once you have loaded up in the Merid, if you still have extras that can't fit, they will get in command vehicle with me.
Bravo is loaded and ready to move.
Copy, Bravo.
Charlie is loaded and ready to move.
I'm letting her rip with that machine gun.
I have eyes on a tower to the north.
Delta's ready to go.
Permission to engage.
Dynamic
the tower
recon?
that's shooting at that
Nice.
helicopter.
It's always good to go on a simple mission like Dynamic Recon, Liberation, Anti-Stasi, whatever. And just chill for a few hours. I do that on the 506 public server from time to time. But with that, we're just shooting at that helicopter just to let them know that this position exists, and I'm being a jerk with it. I can open up with the AT next time.
Okay, ground forces, follow the Bravo Charlie Delta and Meriden Marshall, follow the line, go to the dismount point. We need to move now.
Whew, that landed close to him.
That was an SPG round. Get moving.
Yeah, so Prozzy's the platoon sniper. He's staying up there. I think they're yelling at him to come over. But looks like player base is going to be doing a split here. So some of the players are going to go to the town. Some are going to go up there. I'm going to start respawning a few squads in just a moment. I want to see if I can see that chopper. Oh, we see the vehicles crossing. SPG-9 puts a round over. Shot hits close. Can the Vix take him out in time before he fires again? That reload's going to be about 15 seconds. Marshall started opening up. I'm not sure on what specifically. SVG-9 guy has lost the lock. They're firing up here on this tower. SVG fires to the left, hitting in front of the Merid, but no good success there. And we're still seeing shots go across. Looks like we just had a Marshall round land over here. We're hearing that 50 firing out. Another SVG-9 round goes. It is wide to the left, though. Marshall engaging this off-road again. Gets a hit on the gunner. And that position is more or less taken out. That 50 is still up, though. It can still harass aircraft. Otherwise, they are pushing past. And I just heard an explosion. That was probably the off-road going up. But again, that 50 is still up. And these guys are driving right up to this cop. And they need to be careful because this is an enemy Marshall. And I also have a more advanced 50 cal right here with the thermal imaging sight. And they need to be careful. I've also got two technicals tucked away, a 7.62 Mini-Me and another SVG-9. So they do need to play it safe there, otherwise they might get booped. But otherwise, they are starting to enter the town, so I'm going to set up some patrols. I am not going to do... I'll do a few garrisons here and there, but... literally just going to throw 3 squads in here... because I don't mean for this to be super laggy in the town. I've already got everything I want set up for the most part. And that should be good. And then I'm going to do 2 additional ones in garrisons in some of these apartment buildings, because it really threw the players off last time when I had dudes in here, and I want to keep that going. I'm going to work 1 more garrison in here, and that should be good. Again, I wanted to wait till all the guys were dead over here before I did that, but I'm going to go ahead and delete some of the wrecks.
Eyes on enemy contact, about a click away from Marshall position, possible towel head sitting on top of a building.
Okay, where at the hostile COP?
I believe so. It's bearing 82 from Marshall.
So these guys, yeah, they spotted one of the triggermen. Very good range on that. He's just by there, but yep, that's a triggerman for this IED right here.
Not sure. We're gonna continue pushing to the south.
Copy. We'll keep our eyes on him.
It's not upgraded Mini-Me 7.62. It's standard 7.62.
We have a keyhole on. That's probably why you can't see him.
But meanwhile, these guys are up here. They're going to be able to probably hit this SPG-9, no problem. Nope, the SPG-9 just aggroed. I'm going to have it pull back. So she's driven around. It's because the gunner just had probably heard too much movement over there for his liking, so he is going to drive away. And then we've still got dudes in here. They marked the smoke in there as well, enemy infantry, but they still have that possible building mark, so it is mismarked. So most of the force has gone south. Some of them have gone north. I'm just hoping the northern group can work this out, because there's a lot of guys here that could definitely swarm this squad. But this is Alpha. It's Nimia's squad. And if any squad can perform this task, it would be hers. She's has some of the most is one of the most experienced players here. So we'll see what she decides to do. But I think she sees this camp right here, and that guy immediately gets dropped. And now we're hearing that 50 lower and fire down. Takes out 2 dudes right off the bat. Luxy now running over. AT was hit. Those gunshots, I'm going to attract this group to come up and say hello. Just heard that 50 fire, but they got rid of it, so that's a good call. I'm going to have this 50 cal Vic come in as well, and we hear air in the air, so he can be tasked as well. And we're down to 1 dude over here at this position. I'm going to have this guy pull back.
Direct east from the end of the road. Can you scope that out, see if you see anything in it?
I've already got eyes.
So when these guys engage, I'm actually going to have that off-road 50 pull around.
You want to level it?
With pleasure.
Making sure they're not ramming each other.
Ground forces push to the trees at this time, direct.
This is Marid to ground. Be advised, we have eyes on an enemy patrol on the east side next to that battle tower. Permission to engage that patrol.
Copy. Engage the patrol.
So I'm going to send all the vehicles out. Set them to aggro. And I'm also going to spawn in 2 groups of dudes, and we'll have them coming in around.
Marshall's moving the gate.
So they're trying to use the 50 cal, but it's not going to do much against them. We just had that N-Log go out. 1 hit, second one missed, but the first one got the hit. Hearing some
nice job, guys.
Shots up there by Iopas. Don't know where those went, but that is taken out. And we're seeing quite a few kills in here as well, so they got to be careful. Meanwhile, this group taking this position, squad is coming down to go check out what's going on. 50 cal also coming around. I'm going to have this SPG-9 come around, give him an order. His AI will eventually calculate. We just saw him start moving. And otherwise, this 1 infantry dude is running back. I gave him a general pullback order, but wherever he goes is up to him. Also, I do have an officer from last week in this position. I will be RCing him in a bit. Otherwise, we have a gun run coming in. I'm gonna be a jerk. Ooh, no, I got killed by ricocheting shots. That's the only way I could have been killed is by ricocheting bullets, so that's rare to see, but it was pretty well done. So yeah, and then I got some QRF coming up to that position as well. So again, majority of the force coming into here, killed most of the coming in guys. And another squad, still, this squad's still coming up. I'm going to keep this squad defensive. Next squad I'll pull will be the one patrolling back here. And is this the SPG-9 I've ordered to pull over there? No, it's it was from this group. I had 2 other technicals ready to send, an SPG-9 and a 50. Meanwhile, this group is now breaching the wall. They're checking the right. I am going to give them a surprise. And I'm not able to get that one guy, and he beats me to the punch. I'm going to go ahead, get the officer.
Go ahead and do what you can to keep it safe up there. Roger that.
Oh, and I'm dropped immediately when I turn away. So I was able to spray down 2 people. I think Zach went down by another dude. But a lot of this is me RCing and dealing with the AI. And I might have traded with Demicus there. Otherwise, nothing too much. Whoa, that guy just got his head blown off. And this old cop has been secured. Nice. All right, so that objective's down. We just heard Alpha check in. They dealt with this squad. Still working with things over there. But let's see, where is that other patrolling squad?
Like a QR force of 1 squad.
They're over there, so I'm going to pull them in. Set them to sprint, and we'll adjust them.
Bravo,
by the way, AI difficulty is a static 45% across all. That is just the vanilla difficulty. And we're seeing these guys getting shot up as these guys breach in and keep maneuvering. So I'm going to go ahead. Where are some more bodies I can get rid of? These guys are moving off. I'm going to leave that AT in case they want to commandeer it. But really, I'm looking for that 1 cop by the airfield. I'm right above it. So they blew up that tower too, so I'm just gonna delete everything off that wreck. This one guy's still running back, frolicking through a wheat field.
Charlie Delta, move into the COP. Liquor
Spice and Wolf, anyone?
Get back up and ready to go. We're gonna be moving
And
out in
these
3
guys
minutes.
are getting shot at by a 20mm cannon. I'm gonna have them now run in. I don't think I gave any of them smoke grenades, but they're gonna use this one smoke grenade that they got to run in. And they're getting shot at by a marshal over on the left.
Coming in from the west.
And that SPG-9 is still back here.
Copy. Friendly flatbed to the west.
Hey, Mr. SPG. There was just a team kill right there.
Okay. Bravo, Charlie Delta, are you inside of the COP at this time?
This guy's aggroed on him. I'm just trying to give him an adjustment angle to fire up at him.
Delta, are you inside? Repeat for Delta. Delta, are you inside
Take
the
the
COP
shot,
at this time?
or he won't.
Negative. We're still to the northwest. We're looking at infantry.
Hello, who's this? It's the one guy from the
I
cop.
asked you 5 minutes ago to be inside of the COP. I need you here.
I'm gonna pretend you got in because you're smart.
Bravo, are you guys still over to the northeast?
No, you're staying in there, buddy.
Thank you, Bravo.
All right. It's gonna be one hell of a shot.
All right, squad leaders, once you have all of your
Risk it for
all
the
of your
biscuit.
people figured out and everybody either in or around the COP, go ahead and check in. Let me know your status for medical and ammo.
Take it. It's gonna miss. Oh, so sad. That guy just dismount again? God damn it, Frank. Alright, I am now taking driver control. I was letting the AI do it, but I'm going to take it instead. We just heard a distant explosion.
Copy.
I hear a Vic right next to me. We're gonna play Peekaboo. Peekaboo is a very fun game.
Bravo is here and green.
Copy, Bravo. Bravo, Charlie, and Delta are all green and ready to go at this time. Marid, Marshall, you guys good to go? Green. What's going on with that SPG truck?
Yeah, SPG gunner's dead. He's fucking run into us like an idiot.
I'm not trying to run into you. I'm trying to get around him. And I got shot.
Ground stop. Marid, we just intercepted an SPG truck that was in the rice field. We lost our wheels, currently attempting to repair.
For the record, again, wasn't trying to ram him. I was trying to get behind him so I could get out and get on the gun real quick. Because they killed my gunner almost immediately.
Alpha ground.
Send it, Alpha.
Approaching possible target. Situation good.
All right, I'm gonna be a jerk just to let them know, give them a little hint that they're on the right track, but.
Bravo's loaded and ready to move.
What do you mean cannot fire?
Copy. Bravo. Glad you're loaded, ready to move. We're going to be moving out shortly. Ground forces, be advised, Command Vic will be coming in a moment.
That's a mortar.
Alpha ground.
Send it, Alpha.
Clearing mortar.
You're being mortared?
Trying to get him off that mortar.
My friend, you're being mortared.
Oh, lovely. Good to know.
All right.
Okay. Copy.
Second SPG-9 going in. 50 cal is going to come in as well.
East, and we are going to be trying to identify where that IED is on the MSR and who is controlling it.
Oh, that's cheating. Oh well.
We'll be clearing those out nice and slow.
AI just ran in that group. This guy just got killed. Oh, because he was across the way. But yeah, those were mortars. They're landing close by that cop. And let's go ahead and spawn in a lot of mean people at that IED cache.
Yep, send it.
Have found a single IED building. Can you confirm with High if we are looking for a single or multiple?
I believe we are looking for a single IED building based on the brief. Hi, can you confirm that?
Objective located.
Ground, this is high A firm. That is what the task says. Oh,
Copy.
what
Alpha,
did they
get
just
it,
do?
And then we'll call in chopper.
No,
to
that
pick you up.
was... Oh, you guys hit a tree and exploded. Yay,
Bravo,
driving.
Delta,
It's really hard for the
pushing
AI
northeast.
to figure that one out.
Identified the IED
For
and
sakes.
also the trigger man. How copy?
Good copy. Delta copies, pushing off.
Bravo pushing off. This
Tower
is
pushing
Marid. Currently my driver somehow lost connection again.
Copy, Marid. Go Alpha.
We have a potential alternative mortar position. Would you like us to take care of it?
Well,
Copy. Go ahead and.
so they just deaded the IED lab.
Yep.
Yep. Like I said, the box was the trigger. Trigger is blown up. That IED there is blown up as well. And overall, that's a very good job done. So again, one squad did that entire task. Not bad.
Send it, Marshal.
If you look at the very tall building northeast,
I'm gonna go ahead and delete buildings here.
Or snipers on top of it. 2 times
Copy.
HMGs.
You're good to hit it.
Okay.
Big Homebrew, we have the Triggerman sighted on top of the western route on top of a office building.
So that's the trigger man for that first IED.
You're cleared to level it.
Read.
They're firing at that position back
go
there.
Ahead with the squad that's in front of you, let them screen and take it out.
It's right there. How do I find him? I don't see shit.
Yeah, so this is like the cheekiest one. And he's dead, so I can't detonate that IED anymore. Alright.
Almost coming.
Alpha, do you read?
Trying to do a hail of bullets on that aircraft.
Do you need pickup from
And he's defused the IED, so it's popped up in textures.
Read, you do also have a technical to the southeast, so watch yourself.
I refuse.
I'll have air
And he picked it up with something else.
Marshal ground, both.
Meanwhile, these guys are up here, took some heavy casualties. They have a second medic. I think platoon medic went with them. Probably this 50 cal shooting at them through the trees, through various vantage points here.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna have infantry come in.
The western road is down.
Copy, western road trigger man down. We still need to find the IED on the western road.
Yep.
Bravo, Charlie.
Have them come in. They're reporting Triggerman is down.
I believe Bravo.
They've only killed one Triggerman so far out of the 4, and we got these guys.
Go ahead and have one of your guys defuse.
I think they're shooting through that tree right there, actually.
It's a green IED.
Yeah, so this is one of the issues with Bornholm.
Copy.
They've got like calibers and won't be too active, but
let's go ahead and
something a little annoying about this.
Southeast, because we have another one over there.
Hopefully they'll send another squad around to deal with that flank. Meanwhile, this just blew up. That's because air just did a strike here.
Copy.
Would you like air to remove those patrol boats?
Yeah, let's go ahead and have air.
Oh, if air tries to strike those, I will duke with them, but we'll see how things go with that.
Iopus, once you are
still wrong net.
Reloaded, please remove.
Alright, I'm gonna pull these guys in buildings and stuff.
JTAC, you sent that on 50 again. You need to give it a second.
I'm gonna pull these guys away because shooting through those buildings is a little OP, and there's not really much I can do about that. This guy just fell through the building somehow. One of the things about some maps, you know, trees, they're nice, but AI can sometimes see through them, and that's a pain in the butt. So, again, Zeus's job, or Mission Maker's job, is to fix that when it comes up, and, you know, just make sure everyone has a good time overall. So these guys are converging on that site. We still have that 50 cal up. And now we're hearing another 50 firing. I think it was firing at these guys, or it might have been keyholing that helicopter.
Bravo, Charlie, Delta, continue pushing to the east towards that eastern MSR.
So I'll be watching the helicopter, see if they go for the 2 boats.
Copy that, Charlie. Just
Meanwhile, we have all these guys set as well.
Copy, Charlie. I'm going, I mean, as close as everything is on foot, I would recommend going on foot, but if you think mounting up is going to be the better option, go ahead.
Good to ground.
10 for ground.
Thinking about sending some technicals in at the same time. MSRs aren't cleared yet.
Would I be able to get a replacement driver?
Yeah, let me check in on something.
Yeah, Biopa's back here dealing with those R&R Vics. Took a little bit of 50 fire, but nothing to really damage him too hard. When you shoot him with the 50s, you really want to go for the pilot position to kill the pilot, because that's a lot easier than knocking the bird out of the sky, actually. Yeah, no kicking the IED. I remember that op. That was...
Do you want us just sitting out here? I don't know what to really do.
Go ahead and move up to Bravo, Charlie, Delta.
All right, otherwise, last 3 objectives are in the main town. You still have these guys moving through. QRF's coming to this position, but this squad might consider pulling out. Actually, it looks like they're fighting with those guys. I'm going to disconnect these guys, have them come in. I might also recrew that mortar.
Are you ready to be transported?
Negative.
Read.
Yeah, mortar's still up. I'm gonna remake it because the backpacks are still there.
Ready to ground.
Send it, Marid.
Where do you want us at to support infantry? Where do you exactly want us?
Copy. Move up to the basically the Bravo Vic marker. The marshal should be up there.
All right, I'm gonna get one of these guys, go off that window, and start harassing.
That's probably. I mean, that's basically where the majority of this AO is. So you'll be taking infantry screen.
Run.
Alpha actual air. Alpha actual air. Alpha actual JTAC.
1. Run.
This is ground. Send for air.
Reference point, yellow smoke in the AO directly below you.
Almost got a double kill there.
Alright, yeah, great. I mean, as you said, just get sniped in the tree.
Copy last.
Copy last. JTAC sending it up.
Yep, so they finally get me. Meanwhile, AirVic is coming in. More QRFs coming down as well. They just called for air to come in. But I'm going to cheat a little bit because I want to get this mortar back up to see if I can get this squad to come back.
Please do not run that yellow smoke. Wrong net.
JTAC, Alpha, good effect, good effect.
Let's see if they hear it. So I'm just firing 4 random shots. I have no idea where they're going to end up.
Alpha actual, you have, Alpha actual to ground, you have mortars inbound, IDF inbound.
Ground forces, IDF inbound, get inside.
I got this one, Chucklehead still running through. I thought he was part of the other group, but no, I guess he's still the guy from the cop. I don't know where those things are going to splash, but you have Alpha now running into,
continue moving in on
clear that mortar out.
On mortar positions.
Marshal watching Southeast Road.
Hopefully they'll destroy it this time around. Air is still waiting around over there. I'm gonna have these guys kind of fold into where the bullets are.
Marshall, ground.
And they've cleared that building out.
If you look 101 from my position, I am.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Roughly at your. Where is it? I'm at your 1 o'clock.
I'm gonna take these two guys. I'm going to.
There is a smokestack that is down the road, likely triggerman / sniper position on that smokestack.
El Momento 444 moving to position.
Donka.
Now we don't want them to come in on the MSR.
Delta to ground, we're taking contact door south.
Copy, Delta. Reposition. Move to the south side of the of this ASR.
Branch them out like that. So another triggerman was killed up here. He was overwatching the southern IED, so that's a good call there. Son of a biscuit, the gun's down. Yeah, so we came on the rear of the boats and shot him. I wanted to try to shoot back, but it's really easy to juke the AI in this game if you know how to do it. Because the AI don't really like aggroing on anything past a kilometer. Like, general infantry don't like to aggro unless they have a scope on their gun, and it can be any single scope, but they won't really aggro past a few hundred meters. Any vehicles or turret AI will aggro up to like 2 clicks. Actually, no, it's like a click and a half, give or take. AAVIX will aggro at super long ranges. But it's weird. I think it's a glitch more than anything.
You've kind of got exposed a little bit on your south flank.
AAVIX are weird. Like, they'll aggro up to a click and a half, same with man pads, but at the same time... I've also had a Gepard engage through 3 forests to kill a convoy of players that it had no reason to engage. So it's just luck of the draw. Risen running in by himself. I'm gonna make him regret that. And I get shot, but he trades with me, so yeah, I like to I punish lone wolves. You gotta go in with a buddy, guys. Otherwise, you're gonna get hurt.
Alpha, how you doing, Alpha?
I hate sit down
Alpha, we good? We're just clearing up.
Copy. Can I get you? Do you think you guys can finish clearing it out in the next 5 minutes so that we can?
And this time they destroyed the mortar.
Thank you, dear.
Cool.
Both boats are down that we're patrolling.
Copy. Continue pushing at this time.
Yeah, so these are dumb. These are very, very dumb. Oh, apparently he was the squad leader for that group, even though I could have sworn he wasn't, and I didn't set it that way, but whatever. That's fine.
Big boss, we have locations of
RC this guy and go and shoot him.
3 are manned. Do you read?
Yeah, if someone lone wolves, I'm allowed to do whatever I want to him.
We will be pushing that location in a little bit. We need to clear out this IED on the southern end.
Roger.
It's part of the fun. So I usually like to RC guys on rooftops because they have them go up to that rooftop. Usually they can't throw grenades through that little window hole anyway. It's just a little easier for the players to do that sort of thing. So you're hearing some guys shoot at each other here. But you know, I've seen quite a few lone wolves in the past few ops over the week, so you know, just know where to draw your own line. Again, it's entirely up to you because it's your zoo style.
Actual air, reference, red smoke, please join us.
Delta, this is ground. What you doing?
Alpha,
Holding the south.
repeat what you need.
That guy was on
I
zone.
read smoke.
We're here. Come get us.
Oh my god, what are you silly gooses
I
doing?
see a lot of your guys. I see a lot of guys just kind of staring up in the air at a helicopter and standing around in a circle, and they need to be screening for that Marshal. Marshal, you have no protection to yourself at this time.
Yeah, I realized that, but I found the IED.
Copy. You want to blow it up?
I was going to once I get a screen, but right now I'm just home here.
Copy.
Yeah, so we found it through third person.
Copy. Not sure who this infantry is,
Otherwise,
that's literally
I think my
standing
technicals
in
came
front
in.
of me, but,
They are both down from the looks of
I need
things.
them over by the Marshal now.
And we still have this group around. They're getting picked up by helicopters.
Just please reset yourself south.
Gonna go ahead, delete the units up here. Bodies are good for deleting because
Alpha,
it'll
air,
help
that
clean the frames up.
decided to fuck off to nowhere. Dust off, dust off, dust off.
Marcus, dust off. Apparently, smoke went wild.
And I'll spawn some dudes in a field over here and send them in, and they'll run into the AO.
Alpha actual to air. I'm gonna throw the smoke this time so you actually know where to come.
Lawn burst, I'm shot by, I think, Risen on that side.
White smoke.
And these guys are still moving in.
Delta, this is ground.
Alpha's still trying to get picked up by air.
Continue south along
I don't have
that road
anything
with
else
the
to send up
Marshal.
here,
We
so
are to recover the boats that are marked on map.
try and do what they can.
We will be
The Mrid
driving
came
them
back in the AO. It's still alive back
destroy
here.
them. I repeat.
They're shooting at this dead trigger man up here.
Delta copies.
And they just detonated that IED.
IED's down. Copy. IED is taken out on the southern road.
And these guys I have kind of staticky because I don't have any drivers in them. But I'm going to go ahead, because those units ungarrisoned, I'm going to sneak a few back here. Just to kind of help guard those boats, but yeah. It's because when you make, there's plenty of ways to make garrisons in the mission maker. And the way I do it as a feature is when you RC the group in charge, it ungarrisons everything. So I hope it's still taking some fire here. I really like those miniguns. And he just got shot, so I'm gonna get him off of it.
Marshal Mrid, this is ground. Please be careful around these boats.
Roger that.
Bravo Charlie, please update pause on map.
I think this is the other Vic. I'm gonna go ahead and send it in.
gas station right now?
Copy Charlie. Let me know once you get in, once you see the boats. Bravo, I know you probably have eyes on one of them right now.
Ooh, I dropped that guy.
Copy. Continue around that circle.
Hit the other guy, made him flinch, but he is still alive. And these guys are still maneuvering around. Marshall's gonna waterborne it. Alright. Still the other two triggermen snugly away. I was about to remote him to fire, but he got dropped, unfortunately.
We can see the boats to the east of us.
Copy. Secure the boats.
Copy.
So there's 5 total. They've sunk 2. There's 3 more on cars. Woo, the sky. Gotta be careful of these 4-wheelers because they do not have good mobility.
Send it, Alpha.
Actually, no. The word would be
20
maneuverability.
seconds out. Give us the orders.
Copy.
Big boss,
air.
break. 2 technicals on the waterfront, miniguns manned on the boats, as well as GMGs.
Up yours!
Watch it, you guys got a vehicle rolling right past it.
Actually,
I lost control, quote unquote.
Are you at LZ Alpha at this time?
It's at the garrison.
So the marshal's flying around on that side. That's
Objective marker Alpha.
Copy. Alpha is at objective marker Alpha. Wrong net. Alpha, at this time I want you to go ahead and push north.
Marshall just oofed my ass.
Charlie,
Well, he's gonna blow the Vic up, and that's fine.
towards the, basically shadow us.
Calum
on the
lagged
other
out from
side
the look right there.
boats. Shadow us on that road. We will link
And
up
I
with
still
you,
have these 3 guys around here.
after we have secured the boats at that time.
All right, delete a few more bodies here. Alpha is calling that they're pretty much out of that area. They left a guy. That's fine. Normally, I would swarm 1 or 2 guys that were left alive, but the main focus is kind of moved from that one area. I'm deleting all the bodies up there, and now the focus is going to be kept to right here. This squad, sometimes if you give them a waypoint that takes too long, they do a really wide flank. It's dumb, but that's just how the AI work. And they're going to come around and get there. So I described the trigger for these boats. Again, it's really dumb, but I'll be keeping an eye on them. When I feel like they've satisfied it, I'm just going to end key a dude in the middle of nowhere. That's gonna satisfy the trigger. I really like the Marshal's wide flank though on the water. That was pretty creative.
Whoever's going to the second boat on the down north on the dock, you got a guy stuck next to a container. He's just piling.
Alright, so I'm gonna spawn in 2 of these fire teams here. Yeah, so air's aggroing these guys, which is why they're taking forever to get into the AO. So I'm gonna spawn these guys a little closer into the AO itself. And just have them dynamically come around. And these guys are on a blocking position, I think because they're waiting for the vehicle to come in. So I'm actually gonna harass them a little bit.
I got one of the guys that's down over by the boat truck. Could you send your medic back there, please?
I'm gonna call in some QRF on the south.
Raging Moxie.
Sending our medic now. Bravo sending our medic now.
Copy. JTAC is right next to him. He'll be able to guide him in.
Why am I doing transport unload? It should be get out because I want them all to get out. So I'm gonna have to adjust that other marker there. A transport unload would mean I want the vehicle to be driven back. These guys are going in to kind of finish it. And what the fuck?
Bravo, you can stow your medic. We got to him.
So I hate the AI. That's just them doing a fallback as a full 6-man squad, so shit happens. So Marid doing a good job to get up to cover where it can, taking a little bit of damage because we did hit it with the Vic. Otherwise, they're getting this area cleared. 3rd Triggerman has died, so funny enough, the last Triggerman is the one Triggerman that is in the shittiest spot, in my opinion.
Hi. Can you go ahead and check the roof of the hotel that is to our northwest?
I'm going to bring in some technicals to kind of act as AAA here. Just spawn them in various angles here.
If air gets eyes, they can remove Triggerman, correct?
If air gets eyes,
yeah, so they marked him as a Triggerman, so that's going to make the IEDs easier to do, but despite having 6 objectives,
do we have a friendly
it's only going to be about an hour, little over an hour to do this mission, so I'll just have to make them harder.
We have a Marshal and a Marid.
Hey, fam, good copy.
I meant for this to be 2 hours, but, you know, they rocked it this time around. It's really nice to see that, you know, when they focus, we can get a lot of cool stuff done. And these guys dismounted early. That's all the Triggermen dead. And you know what? I'm just gonna, since you guys are dumb,
it looks like we have identified all
just your marker
gunboats.
there.
Ground forces, I want you to go ahead and...
All that's left for them to do is defuse the remaining IEDs and get those boats back to base. So we'll see what they decide to do with that, but we still have plenty of garrisons around here.
Down at the gas station that is at the southern end.
Send in the goats. I agree.
Alpha, good copy.
Delta cops.
I concur.
Alpha, can you mark where that Bradley
The goats
is, so
shall rise
air can
again.
remove
We'll
it?
put 5 goats in the middle.
Negative, it was a Marshal.
Gone, come on,
Is it gone?
It was our Marshal, so I hope it's not gone.
Roger.
So they got their Marshal. Commander's turned out with his handgun. He's looking around for targets. Marid is facing this way.
Marked on map.
Delta moving.
Communication has been pretty good. There's been a few soft spots, admittedly, but that's with every op. Usually, communication is a lot worse than this. So again, I'm happy that the players
Delta, this is ground.
are doing well, and I think that just shows the experience of Big Boss, aka Homebrew, who's been one of our longtime veterans in this community. Nimia is one of the newest veterans, one of the quickest people to get T3 in my opinion.
Ground, be careful, we have high caliber
Actually, in
shots
general, it's not
coming
even an
from the
opinion, it's a
northwest at
fact,
this
but that's because she knows her shit too. And, you know, strong squad leads, strong ground command. JTAC's been doing really well coordinating air to get everything done because, you know, they found the right area, they killed the boats. Everything's A-okay, but now we got those technicals in and they will be shooting at the boats. I just heard one of those boats get hit. I think he's having a fuel leak here. Doesn't look like it, actually. I thought drip when he went down, but I think he might, nope, he's coming back around instead. And those 50s are going to help wave the boats back. And again, these guys have broken away. So the reason the AI are running away is because the helicopters are aggroing them, so they're freaking out.
Copy. We're gonna have Seymour take one. We're gonna have one other person from Charlie.
So you just gotta break them apart and send them, and then.
And they're gonna drive them back to base. They will be followed. We'll have air basically pick them back up when they're back at the airfield and fly them back in.
I didn't understand that last part about flying back in. It says any airbase, but.
Gas station.
It's fine.
Copy. Go ahead and clear those out. Air, this is ground.
JTAC reads.
Copy, JTAC. I want you to go ahead and task air with providing air support for the boat trucks so that they can make it back to the airfield safely.
Hail of bullets.
Basically, clear them a path.
I think Iopa's got his engine shot out, so he just attempted an emergency landing there. Oh, everything is red. Wow.
Whatever that shooting is, we're gonna go kill it.
Copy. Do your thing.
Good copy.
He just adjusted his camera, so that's gonna need a full R&R. I'm gonna retask these chuckleheads. We're gonna go after that plane, or excuse me, helicopter. Whew. But I'm gonna keep the VIX defensive in here unless they decide to drive out on themselves.
This is JTAC to ground.
This is ground. Send traffic.
One pilot has crashed. We are down to just Moxie in the air at the moment.
Copy. Moxie will be providing air support for the boat trucks at this time.
Ground Command, did you mark a route to the boat guys?
Peekaboo.
Boat
I
guys,
see you.
Ground. Hold on.
Ooh.
Maybe head east from the regroup marker along Purple Line.
I love it when they run up to their dead friend and go, oh, it's okay, I'll stabilize you. They don't look around, they don't wonder what got the friend, they just try to get him. And you can just make a domino chain. Oh, that was the Marid.
Be advised, you got contacts coming in from your south and west.
Copy. Bravo, Delta, I want you to go ahead
Duelers
and
is stuck in a
support
current.
them. Charlie, I want you to stay.
I don't know
with
what
the
got
marker
him
on the line
though.
at this time.
It sounded like an RPG. Maybe by that one up there, but I don't really see any other AT that could have done that.
The Marid bit the dust. Marshall's gonna hold. Use these buildings as cover to look at that RPG. Good copy.
Fortunately, the guy I had went down.
Charlie to Bravo. Okay, Alpha first, go.
please play the Rambo music.
Copy.
I'll teleport him over my casualties, but there's nothing else I can really do. Meanwhile, Alpha is still in the town doing various objectives.
Copy, Bravo Mascaz. Wait one. Bravo, can you update position on map?
And Iopus might be tracking some of these guys coming in.
Roughly 50 meters out. We're being created now. We're good.
Alright. Oh, it's already going. Never mind, I'm gonna let the AI play it out. So, a little bit of stagnation here. Again, it had to have been that RPG guy, because I don't have any technicals with SPG-9s attached up here. And it, I don't know, I sounded like an RPG, but it's hard to consider the angle. Maybe that one all the way over there. I mean, he would have eyes from that position. It's just always interesting to see how these
JTAC, this is
are going.
Relay to air. Yellow line exfil.
JTAC reads. Moxie, and once you picked up Iopus, yellow line is exfil. Please give all form
wrong net
cover.
You gotta give it a second.
I have a crazy dumb idea. I have a very dumb, stupid, crazy idea.
127828 Garrison Building.
Have only one pilot. Yeah, we'll attempt.
Alpha, this is ground. At this time, unable.
And this might set up an objective for next week.
To support the boat trucks back to base.
Good copy. Marshall on net.
Hi.
Requesting assistance if able.
Yeah, wait one.
Yeah, so we're getting the boats towed out.
Copy, Bravo SL.
Morton, unfortunately, has died.
What do you want us to do?
And I just saw his NATO kit on him,
Marker
so...
Garrison Building 127828 has a bunker on the roof. Please make it go away.
We have no eyes on it.
First Sergeant, all squads, if you're in the way of the objective vehicle,
another casualty.
Copy.
This is JTAC break. Last pilot was injured. They are having to return to rearm and repair 2 mics.
Copy.
And there's making these guys go
for
slow.
2 minutes.
Boat trucks, you're on your own.
Robert, you're on?
Copy, going with speed.
Boats copy.
Not letting him go attack the airfield on his own. That's where a lot of these AI are going, because they're tracking the helicopter.
Okay, Charlie to ground command. We dealt with Mascaz and Bravo Mascaz.
Fine.
Copy, Delta and Bravo Mascaz at this time. Or Delta and
Bravo is no longer Mascaz. Yeah, we dealt with that.
Copy. Okay, ground forces, go ahead and start pushing to the north. Go ahead, link back up with Alpha in your tactical block.
Player, you're shooting at friendlies.
First Sergeant to ground.
That's a big oof.
And in for ground.
Marshall just...
Free to move. Copy. We
No, that was an enemy AI.
North at this time.
Ground, this is JTAC. Air is pulling up and 1 to 2 mics out for coverage.
Copy. It appears that Alpha may potentially have taken some casualties, so we are going to move to Alpha's position. All ground forces, please move to reinforce Alpha and support them, since Alpha is now a little bit injured.
There was a bit of a mispid issue. It's okay.
It happens. We'll figure it out.
Marshall's going to support Alpha if we can.
Yep, okay, he blew it up.
Bravo's moving towards Alpha.
Dang, I would have loved him to stolen that. Love to steal that. I can't even English.
Y'all need to move quick. We have 100-second bleed outs.
Ground, this is Alpha. We have a mass gases Alpha. We need help now.
Copy, Alpha. We are moving to your position at this time.
Shoot at the things moving back.
Be advised, objective is taken shots from east. We're bypassing now.
Copy. I believe at this time we need to have those boats put at the airfield because of a specific trigger. Hi, can you confirm?
That is what the task says, yes.
Copy. Take them in there.
Roger that, that was the plan.
Alright, let's do body cleanup. So we managed to stall this another 2 minutes, excuse me, another 20 minutes, give or take.
Does anyone have ears on that?
Unknown. We shouldn't be crewing enemy technicals.
Thank you. We have eyes on a white technical from the airfield, so possible enemy.
Copy.
And I'm gonna go ahead. Watch this. Easy. Just get rid of that one guy for the trigger because I didn't feel like writing one for those assets to get there.
Objective delivered, waiting for pickup.
Copy, First Sergeant. JTAC, this is ground. Send air to pick up the 3 that we had sent back.
He's gonna follow that Vic all the way around. I'm gonna play chicken with him.
If there's any friendly in a flatbed pickup truck moving north, please identify yourself now.
Ground forces, is there a friendly in a flatbed truck moving north at this time? Squads, check in with your people.
Bravo has no one in a Vic.
Currently on the north side of the IADAO.
Copy. Air market.
There's already engaged it.
Charlie, don't have anyone in the picture.
Copy.
Alright, I'll make that the basis of next week's operation.
Copy. Okay, ground forces, we have now taken the garrison building. We have 2 IEDs.
Here's what I will do though. I'm gonna
Incoming on the airfield, infantry, east, direct.
Copy. JTAC, this is ground. Air.
Here's how I'll play it.
Needs to support the airfield at this time.
JTAC reads, Moxie, I need you to do a
wrong net.
Circle around.
We'll just send some civics out.
Alpha, ground.
Go for Alpha.
Okay, are
Need
you
the direction from
are
that
you
fire.
available in the AO?
We are in the garrison building clearing now.
Copy. Once you have finished clearing the garrison building, I want you to move to the IED here marker to our direct northwest. I want you to take the closest
Let's see if I
one.
can bait them.
Charlie, this is ground.
Copy. Charlie, copy.
JTAC requires net knowledge of where the attack is coming from for air.
Unknown at this time. First Sergeant, ground.
First Sergeant, go.
Where is the attack coming from towards the airfield?
Direct east, moving west.
Okay, east to west, JTAC. Charlotte, ground.
Yeah, I'm copying.
I want you to move to the far IED here marker and disarm it for me.
Copy that. The one near the coast, right?
Yes, the one near the coast.
Copy that. On the way.
See if they go for it. Otherwise, the only thing remaining is the 2 IEDs here and here to detonate, and then it will be mission success.
Alpha
Go ahead, kill him off.
Alpha, go.
Which marker did you want us to move to?
The IED here marker, marked in red on map.
There are several.
The one that is to your northeast, closest to the garrison building.
Good copy.
Is the garrison building clear? Just asking.
Hey, farm.
First Sergeant to ground.
Send it.
Attack has been dealt with. We are awaiting pickup, and we are continuing to keep eyes on that direction.
Probably gonna switch out the
Copy.
camo of
Take
the
that down.
Vixter civilian too. Oh, there it is.
JTAC reads.
Need you to go ahead and have them pick up First Sergeant and the other two
This
men
means I
at
can
the
get some
airfield at this
interesting
time.
units here.
Yeah, read. They're attempting pickup now.
Copy.
Delta, waiting tasking.
Copy, Delta. I want you to continue to hold the garrison building.
Does have to go up the.
Good copy.
At this time, Bravo and Delta should be remaining at the garrison building. We will. Right now, I have Alpha Charlie tasked. At this time, we're just going to have you hold for the moment.
Delta,
I want to be able to have you maneuver if necessary.
Bravo copies.
Oh.
Currently, Cass is offline.
Copy.
Hi, Delta.
Oh God, is it? Oh.
Let's go up to the second level.
Yeah, I'm going. I want to go upstairs.
On the top floor, just gotta figure out how.
Where's the steps?
All right, so another IED has been found. Let's see him defuse it.
Charlie to ground command, we are trying to defuse the bomb right now.
Copy.
I did it.
The bomb is defused.
Copy. Just waiting on that last one.
Why are they
Alpha.
shooting at it?
I have to throw a grenade at it.
Red.
This is Alpha. We are attempting to deal with it.
Stand clear of it.
Copy.
I do not do well with math.
I swear to God.
Why the fuck did you run towards it?
Okay.
Alpha ground.
Go for Alpha.
Was that you guys?
Don't worry about it.
Copy. Just wanted to double check.
3 swings and you're out. All right. So first half of this was great. Second half is kind of
Aren't we still looking
dumb.
for one more ID? Yep, it's on Alpha's road.
Yep, we're looking for one more IED, and Alpha's literally heading there now, so... Yeah.
Negative. We have the IED. We're just trying to deal with it in dubious methods.
You can blow it up.
We're trying to blow it up.
Do you
but that's
want
not working.
air to remove that IED?
Yes, by all means. It's right there.
This is why I don't give them EOD, because they just do this instead.
Remove yourself so they can do it. You're too close.
Charlie,
Alpha, we are apparently too close for the air bitches, so we can move backwards.
Holy crap, Alpha, just have your engineer do this. This isn't fucking rocket science.
My engineer got himself shot.
That's because he was about to run up and defuse it and your own grenadier shot him.
Okay.
Fuck's sake.
Command, this is ground.
Yeah.
All objectives completed.
Stand by for index.
Thank you.
It started so well, and then two small things happened that kind of got under my skin, but that's fine. Well, you're gonna start dragging people in. All right, overall, very strong Friday op. Everything went really well. Squads were communicating, ground command was communicating. Through that communication, I saw squads get some really awesome stuff done. And all objectives were completed. Only two nitpicks is I gave an engineer role to every squad for a reason. They can defuse the IED, so I don't get why I watch an engineer from a squad go up to defuse an IED and get killed by his own grenadier who's trying to defuse it with grenadier rounds instead. That's fucked. And then Air was killing civilians in VIX, which was also fucked, but whatever. Ground, go ahead.
All right, so really strong up today. Comms were a little rough, but that seems to be a running trend. That is obviously not going to get fixed in 1 week or in a public op. Overall, you guys did what you needed to do. You went in, you pushed around. Great job, Alpha, going ahead and taking care of what you needed to take care of. Up in the north, we pushed on the airfield. We lost the Marids. We lost two separate Marids, which apparently they're made of tinfoil, so that'll happen. But I have to wonder how they got shot with when they were behind their infantry screen.
First one went into the sights of an SPG-9 behind a bush because it was part of a technical.
Yep.
And then your 2IC ran up to it and held there, and I shot him with it too. Second one, I guess, got killed by an RPG, but I could not figure out what got him because the only AT that was present was an RPG guy, and he made a 200-meter shot, but the Marid was staying in that corner for a while, so I guess luck of the draw because normally they miss, but either way, shit happens.
Yeah, shit happens. It is what it is. You play an op, you lose assets. Like, that's going to happen. Overall, everybody did a pretty damn good job. I mean, thank you for. Thanks everybody for kind of doing your best and kind of taking care of things. Alpha.
Alpha did Alpha things. We went in, we shot some dudes, we got repositioned to shoot some other dudes. We cleared out a mortar pit. Our mortar pit was rearmed behind us, and then we cleared out the mortar pit again because that was fun. We blew up some IED management things. We flew, we shot some dudes, we shot some more dudes. We got shot by our own marshal. Shot some more dudes. My engineer's bad. That's about it. Bravo.
Bravo was aggressive and good. That's it, Charlie.
Charlie did really good today. Really, really good. I really enjoyed playing with you. Big shout out to Task that helped me squad lead. My only criticism is to Ground Command. Nothing wrong. You did excellent job. You a little bit too novice in the beginning. You need to chill a little bit. Like get inside Vic and shit like that. Yeah, we can handle that. But nothing wrong with that. Also, Charlie is better than Alpha because we actually use an engineer.
Yeah, but Alpha was actually useful, so I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, Delta.
Delta did Delta things.
Oh my god! What?
We did Delta things very slowly because I'm very defensive and I'm working on that. I don't like losing
Friday
people, so
night
I play
fights will
things very
be
slowly,
in
very
2.5
defensively.
hours, by the
And
way.
that's something that
God
I'm
damn, the
actively trying to
salt.
work on. Other than that, I'm really proud of everybody. Nobody really complained at me for moving slowly. So thank you to everybody. Next.
All right. Marshall.
Saying this because my crew disagreed with me. Marshall's a boat.
Okay. Marid.
As I believe the whole Merritt crew disappeared.
This is Katz. I was the Marid driver for the first half. Sorry, I didn't realize my mic was muted. Surprised by the SPG. Got surprised again when there's an SPG in a field behind us, but didn't do too much. Unfortunately, I had internet issues and had to DC, so I apologize for that. Outside of that, nothing else for the Marid.
Okay. Sorry, Prazi. Go ahead.
I was the driver for the second half. We moved around, shot, we stayed with the squads, and we got shot by a lucky AI.
It happens. Let's go with JTAC and Air. Have JTAC start and then Air Boys go ahead.
I have never JTAC'd anything this complicated, so I'm sorry for the screw ups. And then my radio was doing only one channel at a time earlier, so I had to stop halfway through trying to fix my radio. So that didn't help, but pilots were both good. Sorry, my communication was crap. Iopus Moxie, thank you for pulling through when I fucked it up.
All right.
Honestly, that's it.
Iopus.
Shot shit. Good logic. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, just, when it comes to being a JTAC, you don't have to be on 50, especially if you're new. 9 times out of 10, you can say to your ground command, I'm not comfortable operating that many nets at once, and 9 times out of 10, they'll say okay. Especially if it's just 2 air assets. But yeah, just be more mindful of that. Honestly, you can put your ground command net on your short range and then just adjust the volumes as needed.
Moxie?
When people are going to call an airstrike, this counts for every squad leader, team leader, and such. Give a direction, because it's quite annoying to Alright, example, they were getting engaged on the airfield. I had no clue where, so I couldn't immediately react. Eventually, it came in from the east. That was told by me, but it took like a solid 2 minutes. Which could be detrimental if it was a vehicle or not. So just quickly call out the direction where you're taking contact from and where you are. That will solve quite a lot of problems. And the civilian thing, yeah, it's my bad. And the civilians didn't stop. I shot around them. But that's not justifiable. And that's it.
All right. Liru, back to you.
Yep. So Homebrew, I'm gonna ask you this: U.S., Britain, Middle Eastern, Chinese, or Russian? I need an answer from those 5.
U.S.
Okay, cool. You shot at a U.S. citizen. Anyway, we'll see what happens next week with that decision. And anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed playing tonight. Next week we'll have another puppy up. And fun fact for all the green stars: most of the offs we do are public. But anyway, open debrief. Again, hope you had fun. Definitely a better Friday up than usual. Please keep it up. And if you have any feedback, I will put up a feedback post in the feedback channel on Discord. Anyway, BRB. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go operate operationally. We'll be back at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Friday night fights. I got to write down that they picked United States, which is probably the worst thing they could have picked. Because, yeah. The reason I picked those 5 is because we have vanilla British units, vanilla US units, vanilla Middle Eastern, vanilla Chinese, and vanilla Russian units. So now, now we have someone to back the rebels. Yay, CIA shenanigans. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Hope you enjoyed it. There was quite a few spicy, sassy moments. But otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna shut up now.